Hi guys, it's Christina and I'm for very easy productivity. Today I decided to talk about idea that we all feel unproductive at some point in our life. Some people more than others, but this feeling of that you're not productive enough nagging you probably. So, but you notice, right? That it's feeling unproductive, not being unproductive. Mostly we feel unproductive. So it's just a feeling. It's not necessarily something you do or don't do, but something you feel. And I have this idea that feeling unproductive or feeling productive is being true to yourself, meaning that you don't lie to yourself of what you actually want to do and trying to postpone those things or just do something instead of you actually value and actually want to do or something that you plan to do. So let's break it in three levels. First level is the biggest one. It's your life values, your life perspectives, like your family, your finances, your career growth and stuff like that, like a bigger chunks that you truly believe in. The medium level is like a bigger project, like let's paint a room or let's find a job or maybe learn a language. So all of this a little bit bigger task that needs planning is a medium level that you can feel unproductive about. And the smaller level is just a small task that you put on your to-do lists or just mentally thought about that, oh, you have to do something like put gas in your car or maybe do laundry or meet a friend for a drink or uh, maybe I don't know, write a list of things to do. That could be a thing to do as well. So those three levels require different approaches to ensure that you feel productive. So for bigger level or the main value level, for example, you like internally you value career growth and life just gave you 5 children and you have to take care of those children and you mostly do things for your children, but internally you always wanted to have a good career, a successful career, and anything you do with the children you will still feel unproductive in your life, even though you might do so many things for your 5 children. So you see what I mean? You, if those bigger values are not you're not satisfying them, you will always feel unproductive in your life. So the first thing you have to do, just you have to admit that something you value more than other things. There's no right or wrong answer, but like if you truly value career growth, um, go for it. Or you would always be miserable with your 5 children. And I know that for some people would be no, the family matter first, but that depends on person to person. So if you're not truly telling yourself that career is more important than children, you will be miserable. So anything you do towards compelling, like to complete that goal, you will feel better about it. Even a small, for me, it was like Etsy store, like something towards my own desire when I was in maternity leave helped to feel productive, to feel satisfied. Uh, Next level is a medium level, and it's just projects that you things that you want to do, and they projects usually comes to as a next step to something, or maybe idea you had and you wanna do the thing like learn a new language, or maybe because your work required to learn a new language and you need to learn a new language, or you're doing renovations and there you go, you have a project, or small one like knit a scarf, maybe big for somebody but smaller for me, for example. But anyway, is a project for this kind of task. Again, evaluate, is this helping me to be satisfied with my bigger goal, my bigger value? And if yes, um, I would suggest to break that project into very small tasks, so the friction that you have not starting the goal or starting the project will be less, right? Like you have the smallest first step, just go for it. But if the project is not something that adding value to your life, I would suggest just write to yourself a note. You have to write it that I, Christina, decide not to take this project on because blah blah blah, because it's not something that I value. It was just an idea, but at this point I'm not interested in it. Why to write? Because brain would nag you with this particular project that it came up with, and you will always feel that you're not doing anything about it, but it's just hanging and hanging. Like paint that room, I don't know, switch some lights in a bathroom, or um, move the furniture. But then if you adjust or like check your values and say that like I don't care how furniture is assembled in my house. For some people it's important, but for me it's not. So maybe I would say no. You know what? Like I don't want to spend time that is limited here, right? On something that is not up to my values. So again, to start something important, break it down by smaller tasks or eliminate completely, and suddenly you'll have a first clear step, or it will be out of your brain. And the smallest and the smallest level, it's something you already put in your to-do list, or maybe something that you think about it, but just it's a smaller thing. It's not a whole project. It's one task. You never do the lists. Just put it in a list, and hopefully you will do it. But if it's a shorter task, you can assign time to it. For example, I'll do it at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, and put it in a calendar. Sometimes, like call a doctor, for example. I'm usually postponing those calls because I don't like calling people. I'm not comfortable with calling people, so I postponing this task. But if I put it in a calendar, suddenly it's a thing to do, and it's scheduled, and I will do it. Another thing is maybe you wanna wake up sooner than later. You can count from 5 to 1, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just go. And during the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, try not to think, oh, why I shouldn't do that. Just like count and go. Sometimes things are just harder to start than actually do. So try that method of counting, and hopefully you will finish all your tasks in no time. And those small tasks might feel for those smaller tasks as well, like if you have a list is good, so it's out of your brain. If you're a person who just keeping all of these tasks in your brain, I suggest to put it in a list and start scratching. That's quite satisfactory. And if this feeling productive topic interested you and you want to hear more, like this video and subscribe for my channel. and hopefully to see you in the next video. Bye guys.